Astrotometry log. It is May the 26th, 2010. It's approximately 0245 UTC at the time of this recording. This is a follow-up on the earthquake watch, and USGS just recorded a 5.9 in central Peru. This is in addition to the 6.0 in this area that we've been watching. The other activity in this region that is associated with the coronal hole disturbance is mapped out on this map right here, and you can see there's like 180 degrees between this disturbance and this disturbance that in astrotometry is understood to be the hypersymmetric composite of this coronal activity. And so there's a sort of hypersymmetry that also exists with this magnetic filament. As the coronal hole was going over the limb, the magnetic filament snaked over the other side, and there's a sort of fractal relationship between this form and this form. And what I'm expecting is that right here on the 23rd and 24th, this starts to deteriorate. This filament falls, and sometimes we'll see something called a Hyder flare, and that's not like H-I-D-E-R, but H-Y-D-E-R, named after the person who discovered it. That is a result of the sort of this region sort of coming back together, you might want to think of it. But in time reversed form, this will be potentially the thing that originally initiated this, returning to the Earth time-space. And so there is a strong possibility that we'll have a serious quake in the next 3 or 4 days once this disappears. That's the form that was present right before the Chile quake, and as soon as this vanished from the surface of the sun, there was a quake in Chile. And so I'm going to extend the watch until the 27th, through the 27th, and it's most likely that it's going to happen sometime soon if it happens, if there's a large quake. Now, the severity of the quake might be mitigated by the fact that we have been seeing increased solar X-ray activity. We have a new sunspot, and so luckily the solar X-ray activity sort of changes the tensile strength, I guess you would say, in a three-dimensional model. It changes the brittleness of the plates. It softens up the plates, unless this happens as one sudden spike from a very low period. And if that happens, it could be that this event, the upcoming events, will be associated with an X-ray spike. But at this time, it's not indicated from the theory that that event would be terribly serious because of the area under this curve. So there's a warming period that's we're moving into here. Now, the total solar radiance is on the data that's available from the LASP project right now, still falling, but this is from the 16th, and I suspect that by now it's already started to climb back up, and so we're sort of out of the danger area here. I was concerned about the slope of this fall, and I was concerned that it was going to be more like the sorts of sudden drops that we saw right before the Chile quake and right before the Haiti quake, and so that didn't happen, which is good. And then the geomagnetic activity is still fluctuating pretty strongly, and so it's not over. The influence of that coronal hole is not quite past yet, and there may be more of this. Upcoming, and so the watch is extended. It's not clear whether or not. I mean, as far as the probability goes, if I had to bet on it, I would still say that there's probably going to be a 6.5 quake, but I don't know. I don't know exactly for sure, and so I'm much less sure than I was at the beginning of the watch. So lesser probability, but still very possible, I believe, in the areas that we've been watching, which are the area down here in South America and Baja California. And so those are the two areas that I'm most concerned about right now. but we have been seeing some foreshocks in both of these areas, and so it's still a possibility. So watch extended until the 27th.